Hey guys, PJM305 here, back with another video. Today we have King's Dominion, who previously beat Canada's Wonderland, against Cedar Point, the thrill ride capital of the world. This is bound to be a great battle, so let's get started. First we have the two out and back Woodies, the Rebel Yell versus the Blue Streak. And this is no contest. Rebel Yell easily takes this. Taller, faster, longer, more airtime, much smoother, and it's got a tunnel. King's Dominion earns the first point. Next, the two aerodynamics loopers. Now, this could have gone either way. They're not very good rides. They're both rough. But with the fact that Anaconda goes over a lake and how it's taller and faster and got more inversions, I decided to give the point to Anaconda. But you can go either way. The two twisty Woodies. Grizzly versus Mean Streak. Now, Grizzly is not nearly as good as Mean Streak stat-wise. But Mean Streak's not a very good ride. And Grizzly's a very cool ride. It's a terrain one. It stays hidden in the trees. It's got a lot of cool tunnels. And it's a lot smoother. Alright, moving on. The inverted impulse coasters. Volcano and Wicked Twister. Probably the two best out there. And I'm going to get the points of Volcano, because it's the only full circuit inverted impulse coaster. Wicked Twister is one of many, while Volcano is a very unique experience and a very fun ride. So King's Dominion firing out of the gate like a speeding bullet, 4-0. But that won't last long, because Gatekeeper bests Dominator by a lot. Even though they are closest stats, Gatekeeper is a much better ride. And it gives Cedar Point their first point. And Cedar Point will earn yet another one, the stand-up, Shockwave versus Mantis. Now, Mantis, a lot of people say, is not very good, but is much better than a coaster like Shockwave. B&M always beats Togo. 4-3 now. Cedar Point's back in. This is Top Thrill Dragster. Easily takes down Flight of Fear. No questions asked. The two Giga Coasters. Now, I chose to give it to Intimidator 305. Not because I'm biased, although it is my favorite coaster, but I've seen many people who have ridden both of these coasters, and they say Intimidator 305 is better. Many people say it's got a lot of airtime, a lot of cool positive G's, and a lot of crushing negative G's. And Millennium Force, yeah, it's a cool coaster, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as Intimidator 305. The two Woodstock Express coasters. One at King's Dominion and the one at Cedar Point. And the one at King's Dominion, along with the one at Kings Island, is probably the best of the Woodstock Express coasters. So it will earn this point. 6-3 King's Dominion. And King's Dominion will pull away even more. Avalanche versus Cedar Creek Mine Ride. And Avalanche bobsled coasters are very rare. And I have ridden Avalanche, and it is very fun. It is known for being rough, but if you know how to ride it, it can be very smooth. Next, the two kiddie coasters, Great Pumpkin Coaster or Wilderness Run. And the point will go to Wilderness Run for probably being one of the best kiddie coasters out there. But the Great Pumpkin Coaster does look very fun. Two launch coasters, and is this even a question? You got a family-friendly launch coaster, Backlight, although don't get me wrong, it is pretty fun. Against probably one of the best coasters in the whole world. Maverick easily takes this one. 7-5 King's Dominion. But King's Dominion has two coasters without a matchup, so therefore we'll have to give them 2 points. 9-5 King's Dominion. But Cedar Point has 4 coasters without a matchup, so we'll give them 4 points, and it's tied up 9-9. Tower Swing Rides, and since they're both the exact same ride, we're going to give both parks a point. So it's now 10-10. The two Drop Towers, and King's Dominion will take this point because Drop Tower at King's Dominion is one of the tallest and fastest drop towers out there, and it's also probably one of the best. While Power Tower, S&S aren't very good, but Power Tower is an exception. It is pretty fun, but an Intamin Gyro Drop is much better. Next location, King's Dominion will take this point because Cedar Point is in Sandusky, and that's the only reason why you hear about that city. Meanwhile, Richmond, Virginia is a pretty big national city, and King's Dominion is just outside of it. So we're going to get the point to King's Dominion. Next, rides. Now let's take a look at King's Dominion. 14 coasters, 5 thrill rides, 10 family rides, 16 kids rides, 2 water rides, and a total of 47 rides. Now over to Cedar Point. 16 coasters, 11 thrill rides, 18 family rides, 13 kids rides, 3 water rides, and a total of 61 rides. So, Cedar Point easily takes this points. Back down to a 1-point battle. Next, layout. Give you a little good look at King's Dominion's layout. I like their new map design much better than their old one because they made Grizzly look way too big. Alright, now here's Cedar Point's layout. And get a good look at it. And the point will go to Cedar Point, tying it back up at 12. Although King's Dominion's layout is okay, you know, it's not the best, but Cedar Point is probably the best. Next, the 2 water parks, and since Waterworks has more attractions, we're going to give the point to Waterworks. 13 to 12, King's Dominion takes the lead again. Hotels, and since Cedar Point has a few hotels on site, we'll give them an extra point, tying it up at 13. Theme park review rating comes down to this. Now, King's Dominion has 3.5 stars out of 5 with theme park review. Cedar Point is 4 out of 5. Now this is very close, but Cedar Point's rating is a half a star higher. So once again, it's very close, but the point will have to go to Cedar Point. And they take their first lead of the battle. And just like that, the battle is done. And the winner by only 1 point. This really could have gone either way. It's the one and only, the thrill capital of the world, Cedar Point. You are better than King's Dominion, although King's Dominion put up a fantastic fight. And props to them for doing very well. Well, Cedar Point, but Cedar Point's in the end still is a little better. So, what do you thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. PJM305, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.